The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, defense.
Block now on first down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw. Oh, you got deep?
Locked to throw on second down. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Six yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On the ready. Check. 59. 59. Here we go.
From midfield, here's Locke. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun is Trubisky. flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he'll be out right at the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Set. 18. Get off the field. Ready.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Topper. SOS. Sit up. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. An update now from Oakland, and the Raiders have jumped out to an early lead over the Chiefs. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Davis now, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup, and this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, orbit. That's 18.
Trubisky will throw. Incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. 6-man. Check girls. Check girls. Check girls.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun on third down, Locke looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They're still looking at 0 on the scoreboard, and they're going to be hard-pressed to do anything with this field position as they'll start at their 1-yard line.
This almost feels like you're trying to climb Mount Everest, because they could put together a decent drive, get a couple of first downs, maybe a third one, and still not even get to midfield. That's a daunting task for this offense.
On second down, it's Cohen. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the fourth quarter, but second quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball. I
don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over first and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
4-7's the mic. 4-7.
Here's Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Second and 7 at the 16-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They'll try the right side with Bell. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. From the gun, it's Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll give this to Bell running right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Broncos on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a third and goal here.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Ready? Lock now on third and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jonathan Bullard coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it first and 10.
Get that quarterback, Dino.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So we've reached halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And he'll be out right at the 35. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? So we got man.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
On the double. Check, 59. Man, I got you. 5.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Bears 7, Broncos 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 50, plant. Check, 59. All day.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw it is Locke. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, it's Bell. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Again, it's Bell. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
From the gun on third down. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Ready, set. Right over there. Yeah. Mike 58, right there. Get that quarterback.
They'll run here with Freeman. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's a little bit different size than they're used to seeing in Chicago, playing the middle linebacker position. But undersized or not, his speed is absolutely overwhelming. And when he arrives with a thump. The city of broad shoulders loves Roquan Smith.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run on second down with Cohen, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first down carry for Davis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 10-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Hey, man.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 2nd down. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Here's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. 47. I don't even know why this team showed up. 5.
After the turnover, here's Locke. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And gain extra yardage.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. If they have to use timeouts, what are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Down, 50, plant. Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Bell trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me. Ready?
A lot going to throw it here. This will be caught at about the 6. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check. 61, matchbox lights.
The give is to Bell. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the slant.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected for the second week in a row?
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Let's get in there.
Clock now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 54. Get him.
I want to work.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Will Parks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll run it with Bell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. On the counter, here's Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on for the 5th time here today. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Broncos, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.